you guys asked to check out Alice in Chains' Angry Chair, the MTV Unplugged performance, which I have ready to go right after I do this one, because first I am doing the studio version, the HD music video. That's just the thing I like to do. Diving into the music video first, diving into the studio version, what came first, to see what the intended sound was upon release. And then afterwards, I will check out the MTV Unplugged performance. No worry, and it's two birds, one stone, right? So, because you guys have, you guys seem to be appreciating these videos. Thanks. It's not hard work for me to do these. It's just, it's fun. I'll be honest, it is fun, and that you guys, that I have an audience that cares for it, that cares for me diving into this, that's nice. So in a way, it's good that I missed this boat. In a way, it's not, because I'm just unaware of all this great music, but in a way, it is good I missed this boat, because now we get these videos, right? We get to see my reaction and stuff, so we're gonna like it. I will leave a link to this original video in the description. This is not a substitute for the original. This is simply a reaction video. Go check out the original. And if you guys are interested, there's a Patreon, yada yada. You've heard it. I have a Patreon with videos and requests people can do this and that. Link is down below. Don't worry, you can still leave comments and I'll take a look at them, as this one. Well, basically all Alice in Chains MTV Unplugged performances, every single song, it was a request from the comments, every single one. So I will do my best to get through all of them. But first, music videos. Come on now, let's go.
Angry walls that still
That snare hits hard. That snare, fire. And the chair's on fire. Okay, hold on a second. There were no lyrics in this video, so I was just trying to listen to what he said. Get on your knees and pray, boy. What the fuck was going on in this music video? Imagery, isolation, being stuck, mental health, very dark, very, very dark song and video. There's this little, I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know. I'm not a connoisseur on animals. Was that like a little monkey or something? Is that a nocturnal creature, perhaps symbolizing being awake at night, not being able to sleep? Don't know. The little cute thing he had on his shoulder. The chair, I think, does symbolize being stuck. Right? He did mention something about either corporate greed, or it was somewhere in the middle of the song. Something about corporate greed or corporation. So it makes me think about perhaps being somewhat imprisoned, which is somewhat similar. Like, I would somewhat compare the meaning of this one to Man in the Box, who's trapped because of society, because of himself, because of, mental health issues, right? Or corporations. That this one I would, so meaning wise, concept wise, it is there's similarities. It's not the same, not at all. This is its own thing, of course, but there are similarities to that song. That's the one song I would compare this to, even though it's its own piece. One interesting thing I wanted to talk about, so this is sonically a decision they made. That matches the riff. So that's very interesting. It doesn't only happen there. Imagine if I could just magically click where it happened just off of memory. Yeah, 3 minutes, 57 seconds, I remember. No, it's throughout the entire song. Listen to that again. That's really nice. It matches that. This is a, like I said, dark, gritty song. One line. Yeah. Loneliness is not a phase. That one stuck with me. Because if you say that, that's giving into it in a way. That's accepting. That's accepting a certain perspective. If you say loneliness is not a phase, then you say you're stuck, like you're sitting on a chair and you're not moving away from it. Because what do people say? Pain is temporary. When you say loneliness is not a phase, then that pain is permanent. But then again, how do you perceive loneliness? Because some people, like myself, don't mind being alone. Right? Because you could be alone and not feel lonely. There's a difference. If you feel lonely, you could be in a crowd with a bunch of friends feeling lonely, feeling misunderstood, internal conflict. You could feel that way with a lot of people around you. You could be in a relationship and feel lonely. You could be alone and not feel lonely. There's a difference, right? This one talks specifically about feeling lonely. And it's very interesting that is a lyric. Loneliness is not a phase. It's like we're doomed in a way. It depends on the perspective. We're getting philosophical here. We're doomed to feel lonely for our life. But then he says, this is also what made me talk about the perspective of, do you mind being alone or do you not mind being alone? He says, I don't mind. He repeats it throughout the song, saying, I don't mind. Like he's saying, I've accepted it. It's calm. I'm at peace with being alone, in a way, right? This is an interesting song. Going more into a harder, more rough sounding Alice in Chains. I do like this. This sound, this grungy, I guess this is what you would say typical grunge Alice in Chains. I do like this. I do appreciate this sound of Alice in Chains. Kind of brings me back to Wood and Man in a Box, like the more rougher side to them. Also, I wanted to point out, I've noticed that the entirety of the song is very consistent. A lot of times songs play, the verses are more soft-spoken. They don't explode. It explodes at the chorus. This song was consistent from the beginning to the end, is what I'd say. I could re-listen to it again and pick up more things, but we've got multiple songs. I have hundreds of suggestions from the comments that I need to get through. And next up is the MTV Unplugged performance. I've got you guys. You'll see that next. So thank you guys for watching. Truly appreciate you guys, because without you guys watching, this would not work. So I got y'all on the next one.